Introducing the all-new Corolla.
It happened just after midnight Sunday morning. Guam police received reports that fire alarms were going off at the Untalan Middle School campus in Barrigada. Department of Education Superintendent John Fernandez explains what he and other officials discovered when they visited the campus at daylight.
So at 8:30, I went down there. We walked through the school. I mean, you can't really see anything when you're looking at the front of the building, but once you get into the interior, you start to see some of the damage. And
More than a dozen classroom windows, Fernandez says, were damaged. The fire alarms that neighbors heard going off in the middle of the night were also found smashed by vandals. The Barrigada campus was in its final stages of renovation. Students were temporarily moved to the Cortec building in Tidzin last November.
And it looks like somebody took a hammer of some sort and started going around just hammering in windows. Now, this glass that we put in to the windows are pretty strong. They're tempered glass. So what you saw in some of the pictures was the fact that they were leaving holes, but they didn't shatter the entire glass. But it took a lot of force for them to break.
The narrow windows on doors were also smashed, says Fernandez, but it appears nothing was stolen.
We didn't see any breaks in the fence. It looks like they either climbed over the fence, and then we also noticed that that of the equipment left around the campus, because there's still ongoing work, that nothing was taken. We don't believe anything was taken from the classrooms as well.
So this was just pure vandalism.
It's very hard to understand what it was. It looks like it's somebody just came in and got some pleasure out of wrecking some of these improvements we've been trying to make. This is not an affront to the superintendent or an affront to the department. I mean, it's an affront to our students and their families. And I think all of us in the community ought to be offended by this act, and particularly the senseless nature of what took place. I hope that the community will step forward, those who may have information, who may hear someone bragging about what they've done, and step forward and identify these people so they can be held accountable.
After meeting with contractors BME and Sons throughout the day, Deputy Superintendent Rob Millay says officials determined the cost to replace the damage is $30,000. Fortunately for DOE, the cost will be incurred by the contractor through their insurance policy. Millay also says that the contractor was able to get in touch with the supplier and they were told the replacement glass is available. Officials will be working extra hard this week to get the school opened by August 18th. Does it look like at this point it's going to happen?
I think with all our schools, we're pushing for August 18th. I think it's doable. It's going to take a lot of hard work.